Not working Cappy. Cannot emphasize that enough. Not working Cappy. I am vacationing. This was one that made it under the finish line. So I'm answering him, just cleaning up house. That's it. You've noticed we haven't had a day where there's 14 videos. Iron was just wondering if you knew anything about the Kabalarian philosophy or your thoughts on it. You can look them up. I've been thinking about changing my name because according to the Kabalarians, if you change your name, you change your vibration, which also alters your reality on how you see the world. What do you think I'm going to recommend? Why don't you just ask me about astrology? Why don't you ask me about handwriting analysis? Why don't you ask me about human resources profession? It's sort of spiritual and science mixed together. No, it's all hokum and spiritual, and there's no science in this. Do you believe in any of that stuff? No. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes, because I looked it up. I'd really appreciate your feedback. Thanks. Okay, look. Couple things. One, dude, your name is a really cool name. I'm not going to mention it because you'd like to remain anonymous, but you have a really cool Latin-sounding name. I mean, this is it, but you got like Carlos Rafael Esteban del Diablo Muy Fuerte. I mean, you got about as James Bond a sounding name in the Latin community as you can. You don't have some lame ass name like Athamel Tequila, Juan Cabrera, Alex Petit. You ain't got no pussy name like that. You got a real masculine sounding Latin name. There is no way. I would almost like to have your name. Aaron Cleary. Oh, is he an accountant? Kind of. No. You got a great name. Rolls off the tongue. First name's cool. Second name follows it up. It's just fine. There's nothing wrong with your name. But two, this sounds like weak ass shit. This sounds like weak sauce. Oh, if I change my name, then I'll win the lottery. No, if you major in engineering, you'll make six figures inevitably. Dude, come on, man. This is like chick shit. Oh, if I believe in it says Aquarius, not Aquarius. What are the people, like, if you're Pisces, what are you called as a person? A Piscean? Well, I'm an Aquarius, and it said in my scrolly thing I got at the checkout center for the grocery store that people who have the Aquarius sign should expect good luck. Good, because I was going to switch to accounting, but that's hard, so I'll stay at early childhood education major. La, 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 la. No! Good Lord, you are doomed to failure if you rely on your name, or if you believe in this Kabalarian bullshit. Relying on other people, and what I mean by that is relying on them to want shit they want. Video games, medicine, roads, gas, and then go become whatever, a chemical engineer, refinery guy, road construction crew. Go do that. There will be your success. Do what other people want. But otherwise, dude, you're just grasping for straws. You're looking for the easy way out, and you don't want to do the work, to quote a bald, shirtless Canadian. Now, I was thinking about this, however, and there is an element or a little bit of truth or an angle on this. Not the Kabalarian stuff, which is, woo, and you're channeling the vibe. No. And that is if you got a handicapped name. Okay, and what I mean by a handicapped name is your parents didn't love you and they named you something really stupid because they thought it'd be cool and neato when they were 20 years old and spitting you out of their massage. Like, I'm going to name her, perfect example, Hope. There's no hope for no girl named Hope. Faith, ain't no hope for her either. Okay? Biblical names are generally a good thing to go with. Okay, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Daniel, Ruth, Mary. But you do not handicap your kid naming him Jebediah, or Ezekiel, or Nebuchadnezzar, or Moses. I think a book called A White Boy Named Moses. Because you cripple him. You do. And then, of course, we always hear the stereotype. There was one gal, look it up, filled out the paperwork for her kid Ladasha. All right, which is already a red flag. Not to the kid, the parent. But it was spelled L-A. And the people were trying like, what the hell is this? It's Ladasha. Through the grapevine, I knew someone who named their kid Aquanet. The hairspray. All right. So, no. And let's say you have, Juan, Tyrone, ethnic names. I'm trying to think. Amir, Ahmed. Okay, well, okay, you're from that group. Ladasha? No. Shaniqua? No. Do you want your kids to have jobs? Do you want them to have any success in life? Tyrone, okay. Duh. Aylin? If there's an apostrophe in your name, you are fucked. You are fucked. And so the only exception, and I wouldn't even say it's the Kabalarian thing, it's just like if you got a dumb name because your parents didn't love you enough to think ahead, like your parents, say, hey, I want to name, this is an Eddie Izzard joke. Hey, what should we name our kid so he can get the shit kicked out of him at school? It was the Engelbert Humperdinck. Look up Eddie Izzard, which is a stage that no one named. Look up his skit on Engelbert Humperdinck. Like, Benedict Cumberbatch. Now, that worked out in his favor. But he was the one accepted to the millions of other rules out there. So, Kabalarian philosophy or not, if you got a handicapped name that is so obtuse and so dumb that you're going to, right off the bat, you go to school, kids are merciless. They're going to pick on you and treat you like shit. Although, I've made it age restricted, so little 5-year-old kids aren't going to be watching this, and you go with a different name. But now that you're older, you're all adults tuning in. If you got a bad name, legally, you're, D apostrophe Aylin, don't put that on your resume. They can look that up on your when you get like the what's it called, the HR lady, and here's my real legal name, and make the account. I'm David or Dalen. You get rid of the apostrophe. All right. If your name, heaven help you, is Jebediah, my name's Jeb. My name's Jeff. It is not Jebediah. It is not. If your name is, whatever, just change it to another name. So I have no problem changing your first name and how you go, which is essentially a nickname, but there ain't going to be no spiritual incantations or benefits from this. This is basically so you don't get the shit kicked out of you on the playground, and people don't throw your resume in the trash, not even because your ethnicity is given away, but it's like, what the? It's more like, did this guy get the shit kicked out of him in the playground or show up at the office with a gun? What? Huh? A dash? Who puts a dash? Which is unfair to the kid because you didn't name yourself. But it's kind of, remember the Homer Simpson there, the Simpsons episode where he changed his name to Max Powers? And also all the things went, well, if you got a cool sounding name, yeah, again, not wrong if you got a bad sounding name and you want to change it to a cool sounding name. But there is not going to be any channeling through the universe. What is it? The gift? What was it? Where you just think positive things that will come. It was one of the highest selling bullshit books ever. The Way or the Gift or the Eternity. All right, there you go. That's it. Might have one or two more. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.